Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my first ever Dirty Bomb tutorial. In this tutorial I will show you how to play Aura correctly. This tutorial is meant for beginners in the game, and I know that the game is in open beta at the moment, so many people will be joining in, and I honestly think that Aura is a great merc to start with. So I'm gonna start with a overview of when you should pick Aura and what she can do. You should always pick Aura if your team doesn't have anyone else healing. That means Sparks or other Auras, basically. And a tactical Aura can be a massive benefit to your team if they're constantly down. As long as Aura is alive and able to revive, the other mercs can die easily. I mean, the best thing about Aura is that your team can basically die whenever they want. As long as they don't get finished, you can heal them all the time, and that is a massive tactical advantage. So on to Aura's abilities. Aura has two different abilities. Number one, Healing Station, which is locked on Q, holding Q or number 4 on your keyboard. And the second ability is Defibs, which is hold F or 5. The concept of the healing station is quite simple. You can drop it, you can pick it up, and it has an area of effects in which it heals allies. It even works when you are in combat. Picking up the station will reduce its cooldown, so when it's not useful, when you're not using it near allies, you should always pick up your health station, considering, well, it's not serving any purpose, and you will greatly benefit from not having the cooldown. The health station can, however, be destroyed by enemies if they shoot it. The health of a basic health station is 2 to 3 Rembug 7 shotgun shots. Rembug 7 is the default shotgun for a medic, if you're wondering what that is. So, in the basics of using the health station, you should always try to drop it in a secure place. Behind walls near good sniping spots is extremely useful, and it will give other mercs more abilities to harm the enemy. Considering most mercs in the game really don't have good regeneration, so you should always try to cover that. Aura is really good in that way, considering you can really make a difference by just helping out others by using the health station. Also, I'm gonna recommend always using the health station when there's a Rhino around. Rhino has a lot of health, but his regeneration is completely lackluster, so a health station is required to play Rhino correctly. I mean, I would recommend for every game that you have Rhino, at least have one Aura, considering you're not doing Rhino correctly if you don't have correct heals. I mean, even Sparks can heal Rhino as effectively as Aura can. Also, on the positioning of the health station, try to find these kind of different places in the maps that are just enough cover for your allies, but just enough space to actually allow them to shoot the enemies. There's a few examples of this, and it differs if you're defending or which mode you're playing, or if you're attacking. So it's hard to say at the moment which places you should use, but there are many places that I have found that are extremely effective when you use them correctly. I mean, I would recommend walls that can actually be, corners of like walls, which you can easily ducking cover, shoot, ducking cover, shoot. Most places that you can plant a bomb in are those kind of places, like when you're doing the objective in the map Bridge, I think. For example, that is a great map for Aura. So on to Defibs. Defibs can revive your allies and hurt your enemies. The longer you charge them, the more health your ally will have when he is revived. It will also do more damage the longer it has been charged. So most people don't know that when you're using the Defibs, you can actually charge them up and revive then. That means though you have to switch on to your Defibs, and that can be an absolute difficulty, considering when you're charging up the defibs, you can run. You are extremely slow and extremely vulnerable because you don't have anything to fight the enemy unless they decide to rush you for some odd reason. But that is not gonna happen if we're completely realistic. So when using the defibs, I would suggest that you take caution and only use it in moments when there are 5 people around you and you can charge them up, heal, charge them up, heal, charge them up, heal. Otherwise, I would suggest that you use defibs by the F key. The F key enables you to switch to defibs from your gun, so it can be widely useful if you just press the F key and heal someone. That being said, when using the F key, the defibs won't give it won't give the person you're reviving a lot of health, but it will at least give them another chance to kill the enemy that killed them. So that is always good. Okay, let's see Aura's stats. So as we can see here, Aura's health is extremely low, combat and objective are low, but her speed and support are extremely high. Due to low health and high speed, Aura should always keep moving. Staying put will always pose danger and put you to an unnecessary risk. A moving target will always be more difficult for mercs like Vasily. Also, none of your skills require to stay put. You can, for example, use defibs while running. That being said, I'm talking about you can use defibs while running if you use the F key. Otherwise you can't. So okay, here are my basic strats for Aura. Try to stick together with your allies, considering you are pretty much useless when you're running around alone. Aura doesn't have basically any health. Her health is extremely low, so you should always stick with your team and try to leech off of them, basically. I know that might sound a bit pessimistic or negative, but seriously, use Aura correctly. Aura is not the class to play like, for example, Proxy. Proxy can run around, drop mines, use the shotgun, use any other gun. I mean, Aura is not meant to play like that. You are supposed to play Aura in a team, as a team, and stick together, use your health stations, and revive whenever you see someone downed. I mean, if you're not reviving people and playing Aura, you're doing it wrong, considering Aura is the one class that can effectively do it, considering Sparks can also do it, but she has to aim, and Aura just can run up and heal. That is super simple and super effective. So I would suggest that you play Aura as a team. But if you have to attack enemies, if your team is bad or you just don't wanna roll with the team, well, you shouldn't be playing Aura if you don't wanna play as a team. But whatever. If you have to go alone, use the shotgun, the default shotgun, to get near enemies and shoot them. I have found that is the best way to play with the Aura's default shotgun, considering at a long range the shotgun does nothing. It's basically useless. The secondary weapon, the pistol, is okay, but it's not really good. I mean, it takes a while to take someone down with that, and people who are using assault rifles, for example, let's say you're up against a Skyhammer with a pistol, you're not gonna survive. It's just simple as that. It's not gonna happen. So I would suggest that you don't really use the pistol except to finish enemies. By finishing, I don't mean that you shoot their corpse. I mean that you actually, if he's like down to 10 health, you can use the pistol then. But close range, use the shotgun, and if you feel like your enemy is jumping around, being super annoying, and you just can't nail him, you need to use the knife then. I mean, the knife is actually pretty good for a melee weapon, and you can switch to it fast and use it effectively. I mean, using the knife is actually really useful when you're playing, considering Aura is such a fast runner that you can actually dodge many bullets, and many people's aim isn't really fast enough to kill Aura. So you can get close to enemies, so either shotgun them or melee them. And remember, when using the knife, you can press mouse 1 for a light attack and mouse 2 for a heavy attack. So keep that in mind when you're using the knife. As I already kind of mentioned, that Aura is really fast, so I know this is super annoying when other people do it, but everyone's doing it, so try jumping. The jumping is actually pretty freaking useful in this game, considering it really makes it hard for other people to kill you, considering you are just this fast jumping wall running thing that they can't shoot. And I know most people will go, oh my god, that's so easy, you can definitely kill a Aura who is jumping, but it's better than just running towards someone. I mean, that is the most easiest thing you can do. You can just run to someone, but they will most definitely kill you. So if you're in a tight spot, I would suggest that you actually run, wall jump, and overall just jump around. Okay, that is all I have to say about Aura. I tried to make this as short as possible, considering no one wants to watch a 40-minute video of explaining a default class in Dirty Bomb. And let's be honest, the learning part is quite fun, so most people want to learn that themselves. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one. I will probably make more Dirty Bomb tutorials in the future, so stick around for those. Bye bye!